This week, Supreme Court came out with an order nullifying the previous outcome of an insolvency resolution process in the JP Infratech case, which had voted for NBCC's bid and planned to complete 20,000 stuck homes. Now the Apex Court has set a new deadline of 45 days, asking for both the final bidders, which is NBCC and Suraksha, to put in fresh bids, and for the Committee of Creditors to again review and vote in favour of one or the other. It also ruled that 750 crore rupees deposited by JP Associates cannot be used for the construction of JP Infratech projects. This has come as a big shock to home buyers. Aditya Gudgutia joins me on behalf of JP Home Buyers, and we will also have with us some eminent lawyers joining us. Aditya, what has been your biggest disappointment out of the court ruling?
So I think the biggest disappointment are three. One is that they've restarted the clock. After having gone through 3 IRP processes, we are now going to go through the 4th CIRP process. So the litigation battle does not seem to have any light at the end of the tunnel. It's already been 4 years in Supreme Court. Now you have to again go to NCLT, NCLAT, and there will be the entire clock will start again. Secondly, the Supreme Court themselves had ordered that the 750 crores be taken from JAL in a case between Chitra Sharma and JIL. For them to come back and say that this was not meant for JIL, and NCLAT erred in giving it to the resolution professional and it has to go back to JAL, has left us perplexed.
What are your worries now? Are you worried? Look, it's now Apex Court has ruled. Will you be able to bring back the home buyers, as now all of them have to revote, right? Fresh plans have to be now presented by both Suraksha and NBCC. 45 days plus 15 days. Do you believe the process will get over and finally construction work will start?
The honorable judges take 6 months to pronounce an order, and then we expect within 15 days that the resolution professionals, applicants, NBCC and Suraksha should submit their bid within 15 days. After 1,000 crores of cash has been almost, or 800 crores of cash has been taken out from the system. Where the Supreme Court started with, where they said that we don't care for the company, they can go to Bay of Bengal, we'll protect the interest of home buyers. It seems everyone else's home interest, whether it is JAL, whether it is the banks, whether it is YEDA, everyone else's interest is being protected. Only home buyers have been left in lurch.
There was JP Infratech, which was actually resolved by IRP. The project was handed over or awarded to NBCC for completion. And yet, you had a Supreme Court ruling which actually has set aside the resolution plan, which was approved by 97.36 of the Committee of Creditors. Now, what happens in this case? That was the only real estate company which actually made to the headlines of insolvency because of 20,000 stuck buyers.
The issue is that JP raised very complex questions of law by the sheer nature of the scale of and the complexity of that project. And what the Supreme Court has done, it has decided some very, very important questions of law, which are not relevant only for the JP case, but for the real estate sector at large, and for IBC in general. And having done that, they realized that in the light of the clarity of these issues, we need to resolve some commercial issues which have remained unanswered and which the NCLT could not have or did not. And therefore, they have relegated the matter back for a 45-day short period for the COC to consider this plan afresh, keeping in mind the decisions that the Supreme Court has given. So I think at the end of the day, JP will only benefit from all this, although the delay might have frustrated some stakeholders.
You said 45 days. That is the kind of time frame that the Supreme Court has given. But Sumant, can I really expect both NBCC and Suraksha to come up with their fresh plans in 2 weeks? I mean, the asset has been lying. Nothing's happening on those projects for almost more than a year. Will they be ready, and will this get over in 45 days?
It happened last time also. Supreme Court gave 45 days only. So when in the earlier round, also Supreme Court gave 45 days.
So you're confident, Sumant, that both these companies will be able to prepare their fresh plans in 15 days, 2 weeks?
I can't comment on that. But what I can really say is that if they do submit their plan within the time which the Supreme Court has granted, we will be able to complete the process in 45 days as we did last time. Everybody is mindful that we need to work on strict timelines. We will work 24/7 to make this happen. And I'm sure everybody is looking forward to that.
Hardeep, what is your view? I mean, legal experts are saying that, look, maybe those commercial, niggling things which were stopping the resolution from getting on its way have now been taken off. So it's good that the complications and roadblocks are off. Would you agree?
One thing I can tell you is that the order is clear. We have to, or this whole thing will have to go back to COC. Both bids will be reconsidered. Both have been given now 45 days to file their bids here. The time, according to me, is not enough. Also, according to me, the valuations may have taken a hit in last 12 months or so because of COVID, and obviously in last 6 months or so, it may not be the same. So therefore, they may have to go back to the drawing boards and find a better resolution for this insolvency. But once this new bids are, in place, and once they are accepted, you can then think that they will be far more, from a legal perspective, far more sustainable and implementable processes that we will see.
Before we wrap out, I'd like to take you through the timeline of what's happened in the JP Infratech case. Well, the company went into insolvency in August 2017 after NCLT admitted an application by IDBI-led consortium. Next, Anuj Jain was appointed as IRP, that's a resolution professional, to conduct the insolvency process and manage the company's affairs. In December 2019, after almost 1.5 years, COC comprising 13 banks and around 21,000 homebuyers approved NBCC's resolution plan with 97% plus votes in favor. The proposal was also approved by lenders in the third round of bidding and JP buyers. This happened on March 3rd, 2020, when state-owned NBCC then received an approval from the NCLT to acquire JP Infratech through the process and complete more than 21,000 pending flats over the next 3.5 years. The tribunal also had ordered 750 crore rupees to be deposited by JP Infratech parents firm with the Supreme Court registry in the resolution plan. But what has happened? Well, the Supreme Court has actually thrown out all that has happened and said we need to get fresh bids and we need to restart the process all over again, but given timelines for it as well. Fingers crossed that after this ruling of the Supreme Court, there will be no further litigations and everything will get completed and work will restart. With the fingers crossed, I'm going to thank all of you and goodbye.